Not that long ago, I reviewed a product called Alien Tape. Do you remember that? It's that silicone nanotype tape that was really sticky, reusable, and actually can carry a lot of weight. Well, recently a subscriber of mine reached out and said, will you review Alien Seal? Well, I never heard of that before, so I looked it up, and sure enough, there's a product called Alien Seal, and it's by the same company. It is an as seen on TV item. This one's used mainly to seal out weather, if it's cold air in the winter or hot air in the summer, and maybe even bugs around windows and doors. That's what we're going to check out today. If you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in as seen on TV items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I think it's a lot of fun. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a closer look at this Alien Seal to see if it can help us out. Here's our box of Alien Seal that we purchased for about 20 bucks. Actually, this was purchased on Amazon. I could not find it in my local as seen on TV retailer. So what do we have in here? Looks like I have 3 rolls of Alien Seal and then some instructions. So what I'm gonna do is I'll look through those instructions in just a second. Let's open up one of these bags. All right, so here's the roll. Well, this is cool. So this side appears to look like the typical Alien tape. I mean, it's narrower than the other one, but that's what it looks like. And this side is just a piece of a silicone flap, I guess, to keep the weather in or out. Let me read through the directions, and then we'll put this stuff to the test. Directions are very similar to that of the Alien tape. You're supposed to make sure the area is clean and dry, free of any debris. You put it on, hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. This one right here, it wants you to keep the silicone side toward where the gap would be in your window or door, and then you could reuse it. That's going to be interesting. It says you can just peel it off, wash it off, and reuse it. I will be excited to try that out as well. Let's go test this out on some windows and doors. I'm excited for the timing of this test because in a little while, this door is not going to be here anymore, so I wouldn't be able to do the test, but I'm just showing you the crack that goes all the way down, and it gets progressively larger here at the bottom. Now, you can probably see that I have a fan on the other side. That's because I'm going to turn that on, close these curtains, and let you see the curtains blowing back and forth here on the inside. So here we have the fan on the other side of the door, and you can just see these curtains blowing in the wind, so to speak. The wind is just coming through that very small crack in the door, and that just indicates, heat loss during the winter and cooling loss during the summer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply Alien Seal to that entire seam and see if there's a difference with our curtains. Let's get started by peeling off at least the part of the Alien Seal backing, and now I'm going to put this sticky part to the door. Now this door has been cleaned and it is dry, so now I'm going to start applying the product. Let's just pull this down slowly. I've applied it down the entire door. So now what I'm doing is just going up and down, making sure it is secure. The directions tell you 15 to 30 seconds. And so I'm just making sure this is on solid. It does appear to have covered the crack in the door pretty well. I ended up having to cut the piece right here in the middle by the door catch. What was happening is the part above it and the part below were both pulled away, revealing the crack. And so I just cut it here and left it. So when I open it, it's there, and I close it, it's still there. But I just wanted you to know that I did have to cut a piece just to work around the door catch. The Alien Seal has been thoroughly applied, and I don't see that curtain moving a whole lot. And a little bit that I do see moving is probably where I cut around the door catch or maybe some imperfections in the door, but I'm really impressed so far. For those of you skeptics out there that think maybe that fan is no longer running, check this out. It's absolutely running, blowing strong. I've been testing the Alien Seal for about an hour, and I got disappointed. As you can see, this curtain is starting to rock and roll back and forth again. I've opened and closed this door about 20 times, just simulating regular use, and it almost appears as though the seal doesn't work as well all the time. Sometimes it locks nicely, sometimes it doesn't, so it's something you're going to have to try to work with if you're going to end up using this product. So, tell me, what do you think of Alien Seal? Is this something that you would use? Would you use it? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Now we're going to test the reusability feature of Alien Seal. Let's get to it. This alien seal has been sitting here for now 3 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel some off, wash it, and then try to reuse it. I don't know if you can see that, but the sticky part stayed on the door. There's no way I can reuse this. This is just a piece of silicone. You can see that the glue actually separated from the silicone. There's no way that I could wash this and reuse this. I am going to try to take it off of something plastic instead of wood to see if that makes a difference. I put this tape on here about 3 days ago, and now I'm going to peel it off. And this is definitely peeling off better than it did on the wood surface. So what I'm going to do with this piece is I'm going to wash it. Oh, some of that is pulling off there again. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wash it, and then, oh well, I'll at least wash the part that came off. But you can see this stuff is not easy to take off. It separates from the silicone. Anyway, so I'm going to wash the part that's sticky and see if we can even reuse it. In my opinion, reusing this is not going to be practical because I had a piece that was about 2 feet long, and this top piece is the piece that's really has the sticky stuff still on it. The bottom piece, the sticky stuff peeled right off, so I can't even wash this to reuse it. I will try it, however. I'm just rinsing it off here. And now I'm going to hang it to dry with a clothespin, and we'll test to see if it's still sticky. This alien seal has been attached to this bottle all day, and it is completely dry. You might see some spots on there that look like bubbles of water, but that's actually where the tape was separating from the silicone. Let's see if it's still tacky. So it still does have some adhesion to it. I want to check to see if it will adhere to this box. All right, if we put this on there. So it looks as though it will stick to the box. So that means you probably could reuse it. Now that being said, the majority of the tape that I actually took off, the sticky part stuck to either the window or the door. So if you can get a piece off, it looks as though if you can wash it, or if you wash it, it can be used again. I just wouldn't put a whole lot of faith in it. That time of the year again to reinstall window units. This is my Midea U-shaped air conditioner. I will leave a link at the end if you haven't seen this review, but the second year around, these foam pieces that are supposed to stick between the windows here to keep out bugs in a draft, well, it's kind of degrading a little bit and the pieces are just coming off. So what I've tried is I put my alien seal in there, and it seems to have made a good bond there, and I'm really excited to try that instead of using this foam, which is just making everything a mess. In this video, we were looking at Alien Seal, the as seen on TV silicone sealant meant to keep weather and bugs outside of your house. I should note that one of these bags right here, you can get around a traditional exterior door, up, over, and down with a little bit left over, just so you know how much product you have in each of the bags. All right, so what did I think of it? Well, it really did a good job sealing out the air from my French doors, right? I think French doors would be a difficult application for most things because sometimes the doors don't set evenly, and so therefore that inconsistency could let air in. And I did have some of that, but for the most part, it kept it out. I thought it was great on windows and even great on doors that close into a frame. All right, so what didn't I like? $20 for 3 of these bags. That's a lot of money, at least in my opinion. Also, they claim that it's reusable and washable. Well, as you noticed, 2 times I tried it, once on wood, once on plastic or PVC. I couldn't really peel it off without the tape separating from the silicone. And then once it was washed, yeah, it sort of was able to be restuck and reused, but the amount that I was able to get off to even rinse off to reuse wasn't a lot. Anyway, that was my thoughts of Alien Seal. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I wanted to show you Alien Seal on a single door. As it fits into the frame, it creates a nice, tight seal. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of Alien Seal. You know what? In the theme of keeping bugs out, not that long ago I reviewed a product called Skeeter Tornado, and this is supposed to attract flying insects like mosquitoes and flies. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that review right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.